new session, I just want to give you a recap of what we did in the previous session. So we explored the Microsoft Word window. We said that the File tab is where all the various saving operations are done. You can have information about the file you are working with. You can actually save a document. The Save As here is where you want to save the document for the first time. We discussed how to save a file as PDF. So the Save As type here, you click, you choose PDF or any format that you want. You can add password to your document if you want to encrypt it. You don't want anybody to see. You come to tools, you come to general options. You can add your password here and here. After you type your password, you don't need to do anything. You type it, you'll be asked to confirm. You confirm it 2 more times, then that's all. We discussed how that can be done here. We said your author, sometimes you do your work, you want them to know that the work belongs to you. You type your name so that anyone there will see that you are the original owner of the work. You can save any file, you can save it as a rich text, you can even save the document as picture. Looking through here, you can get all the tabs. So that is what is in the file. We said that you can even print a document. So here, the printing types, you can print 1 copy, you can print 2, you can print 3 copies, all of them here. You can print on all pages, and the various print setup also here, as you can see. We also talk about how you can share your file, OneDrive, Bluetooth, and a whole lot of stuff. We also said that the home tab is where we have the general formatting, the clipboard. We have the, if you want to paste, copy, format printer, we did all these ones are here. We have the font section where you want to bold, you want to increase fonts. We have a paragraph section for bulletin and the rest. We said we have an insert tab where anything you want to add to your work, whether it's been a picture, it's been a chart, it's been a shape, here's where you are going to find all those ones here. Okay. We also discussed about the design. We said the design tab is where you can apply themes, you can apply so many things to your work. We did a layout where you can change the margin of a word, you can change the margin to narrow, you can actually customize it. You have orientation where you can choose it to portraits or you can choose it to what, landscape. We talked about the sides where you can make something A4, A3, and the rest. We discussed about how you can choose columns, make something 3 columns, 1 column, 2 columns, and a whole lot. I'm just giving you a recap. That is why I seem to be rushing. We talk about referencing. Here we didn't dive deeper there. We talk about review. We did spelling and grammar checking, where you can actually correct all spelling checks that were in your work. So if there are grammar, they are saying that 75 years should be written 75. So they will suggest the best way for you to actually do your things. You have concise, where it's telling you that with nearly a century, we can actually make it with a century, make it more accurate. We discussed so many things that some words have to be formal, like we've instead of we have. So spelling and grammar is going to correct all those ones for you, and we did a couple of things. So basically, this is a recap of what we did. To end it, we said more times Microsoft Office save your work every 10 minutes. So maybe you are using plug and play machine where your machine can go off at any time. You can reduce it to 1 minute. So every 1 minute Microsoft will save it. So if your machine go off mistakenly, it will automatically save everything for you. So you go to File, you go to Options, you see the general proofing display, then you go to Save, then you choose this to 1. You can also customize so many things under the general. I like this dark gray. If you like white, you can choose white. then the whole thing become white. It is nasty to me. Go to options. All right, so you go to options as I said, then you go to general, then you change it from white to my favorite, dark gray, and that is all. So this is basically for the introduction, that is the file tab. So after here, we also talked about how to start and save a document. So if you have a document, I've taken you through how you can save a document already. So you can select, we talked about selection. If you want to select a word, so let me close this to make it more bigger. So this is zoom, you can increase it to make it more visible. So here, if you want to select a word, you double click to select a word. If you want to select a paragraph, you triple click it. That is, you click on it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and select the whole paragraph for you. If you need to select a line, you put your cursor or the arrow in the margin, then you just click 1, it will select the whole line for you. If you want to select, let's say, multiple lines, you put it where you want to start, then you drag it along. This is to select multiple sentences. Let's say we want to select from, let's say, we to delivering. I said you can put your cursor in between, like in front of where you want to choose, then you click on shift, then you come and click at where you want it to end. Just click 1, it will select that whole place for you. So I'm doing it again, put it in front, press the shift, then where you want it to end, click, it will going to select everything for you. We said you can format using the mini toolbar. This is what we call the mini toolbar. Immediately you select something, the toolbar pops up. So this toolbar has a font, or the toolbar, everything in the toolbar is also here. This is called the ribbon. Okay, so when you select this item here, you can change the font to, let's say, Time New Roman. You see the font is changing. You can change the font as you want. So I like this. You can change the font here. If you don't like, Control Z, undo. You can also make it bold. You can underline it. You can italize it. You can change it to lowercase. Everything will be lowercase. This is the change case. You can make it uppercase. You can also make it capitalized, or each of the first words are going to be capital. You can give it a background color with this first one. And also, if you want to give the text actual font, you can choose it. This is what is going to give the text a color. You have to select it, then you give it. This is going to give you the color. Sure. We also talked about how to view and navigate a document. So in viewing and navigate a document, so assuming you have a file, you go to File tab, you go to Open, then you look at where probably all of them will be here. But if it has been a long time you open it, you can actually search for it using this key, or you can browse, then you go into your files, you navigate where the file is, then you open. That is how we navigate. We talked about how to cut and paste a document. We said if you want to cut and paste, we can actually cut this whole thing using Ctrl+X to cut, or using the cut, let me undo it, or select the whole thing. Then instead of cutting with Ctrl+X, you can go and use this cut on top here, cut. This is going to cut everything for you. Paste, we can use Ctrl+V, or we can just use paste here. It's going to paste it for us. That is how we cut and paste. You can also do copy and paste. So the copy and paste is going to copy it here, Control C, copy, or you can use the copy on the ribbon under the clipboard part. Then you bring it down here, then Control plus V, or you use this paste, is going to paste it for you. If you want to format with fonts, that is what we even started. So let's say we want to change this font, whether it being the size, the color, you go to font. This whole section is dedicated for font. We can remove the bold, we can do the bold, we can do italics, we can do underline. We can change the font family, that is, we can change it to, let's say, Arial Black. You can change it to your favorite font. So you look at the font you like, then you can change it to. You can also increase it using this and reduce it using the down button. We can do lowercase, capitalize as we do. You can do all these things to font. Let's say it has some fonts. Let's say it has some properties like color and everything, and you want to remove everything. It's a matter of selecting it and clicking on this clear all formatting. It's going to remove all formatting. You come here and you choose no color. That is basically going to do everything for you. That is how we work with fonts. We talked about how to set document margins. To set document margins, you go to layout, then you go to margins. We have normal, we have narrow, moderate, white. Depending on the one that you want, you choose what will actually match the one that you are looking for. So if I choose white, they are going to have wider spaces at the edge. If I choose narrow, what narrow is going to do, I'm going to get smaller spaces at the other side. That is how we did. We talked about choosing 3 columns and the rest. We talked about how to add bullet and numbering. In adding bullet and numbering, Control plus Z, we can, let me change the column to only 1. So in this case, we have Middle East, Dubai. You just have to put your cursor in front of this. Then you go to Home tab. Then on Home tab, you go to Bullet, that is in paragraph section. You click on it, you choose the bullet type you want. Then you come here, you want to bullet it, you just click on the bullet. When you come here and you want to change it, you just have to choose the one you want, then you continue it like that. That is basically what we did in our previous session. So in a case, so let me do it for the last one. Nice. But in a case you want to insert numberings, you just have to, beside the bullet there are numberings here, click there, then automatically you can change all the bullet to numbering. If you want it to be placed here, it's a matter of bringing it in front where you want to do, then you choose the numbering you want, 1. And that is very simple. So basically that is what we did. So in addition to adding bullets and numbering, we also talked about how you can insert graphics. So in inserting graphics, we talked about how we can insert shapes and how we can, so I'm just going to make it 1 column so that we will be good to go. I'm going to change, let's take it like this. Okay, so let me go and change this to portrait, then everything will be nice. We talked about how we can insert graphics. The graphics, we talked about how we can insert shapes and how we can insert images. So we go to shape, then you take any shape you want. So let's say we are drawing this diagram here. When we insert the shape, we can fill the shape with color, we can fill the shape with gradient, we can also fill the shape with image. So here, let's put any image here. When you click on this, choose from a file. Then let me go into my gallery and just pick any image here and upload this image. So I'm going to take this Bible, then I'm going to upload this Bible. Immediately I upload this is going to fit perfectly into that shape. But I can move it here, but you can see that as you are moving it, it is covering the text. So if you don't want this shape to cover the text, you can right click on it, or you can easily see it from here, text wrap. Then you are going to wrap it in front of the text. It has been done already, that's why we can move. After that, if you deselect it, it's not going to show. So make sure you select the picture first to see this one to position. Then you will decide where you want to position the picture. So I'm positioning it here. Immediately I positioning it, I can drag it to anywhere I want, and it's not going to cover any text. This is how we insert shape. Let's say after inserting the shape and you realize you don't like this shape, you want to change the shape to, let's say, oval or any shape. You just have to select it, make sure it is selected. Then after it is selected, you go to picture format. Immediately you deselect it, it will go. You select it back, you see shape and picture. Now we are talking about the picture, so you go to picture format. When you choose the picture, you will see this crop. Then you choose crop to shape. Immediately you choose crop to shape, you will see that automatically you see all the various shapes, circular and the rest. As you can see, this will help you to align your picture to any shape that you want. That's how we insert shape. We started by choosing the shape from the insert button, any shape. Then after choosing this shape, we fill the shape with what? Image. And that is all that we did. Now our second thing we are doing is we want to insert picture itself. So if you want to insert actual image into any document, you go to insert. I'm taking it slower this time. Go to pictures, go to this device, then take the picture that you want. If I take this picture, you see that the picture is very, very big. Okay, because I didn't draw any shape and inserted the picture. If you draw the shape and you insert the picture, you see that automatically it is going to fit according to that shape. But if you don't do that and you insert the picture like this, it is going to be very big like this. So what you have to do, the best thing for you to do is to actually go back and go to this side, that is the height here, and give it, let's say, 6 centimeters. Go to this height and give it, let's say, maintain the height as it is. You see that now the picture has become very small. So this is what I mean by inserting picture. You can see the picture, you can't drag it as you did for the other ones. You cannot drag the picture. So what do you have to do? Select the picture. So now that you have selected the picture, what you have to do is to go to your home tab, select the picture, then the picture format will pop up. So when the picture format actually pops up, you see text wrap in front of text. When you choose in front of text, you can move it anywhere. Now that it is still covering the text, you choose position. When you choose position, you decide where you want to position the picture. Then after you have positioned the picture, you can move it to anywhere without it covering. So recapping the thing, I went to insert pictures, this divides, I choose the picture I want, I came to the site, I adjusted the size to the preferred size I want. So let's say, let me make the width so 6. So once you are done, you go to text wrap in front of text, choose position it to where you want, and that is basically that. Our last thing is to apply themes. If you want to apply theme, you basically have to go to your design tab, then all the themes are here already. You choose theme, this drop down, Once you choose the drop down, we have office. So this is the one we normally use. The theme name is called office. We have facet, we have gallery, we have integral, we have various themes as they are. So in the assignment, if they ask you to choose a theme called office, you come to design tab, themes, and you choose what? Office. So these are basically the office themes that we have. So this is what we discussed. We also talked about how to find and replace. So in a case where we are looking for a test, let's say which test is appearing, let's say there. If you want to find something, you do control F. Control F. So let me write it here for you to see. Control, then F. So you just have to do the find, that is, let's say there. When you do there, it is going to select all instances where we have there. You see it is selecting. But in a case where you want to replace there with something, then you do Control H. We call it find and replace. Control plus H, find and replace. So we are going to replace wherever you will see there with, let's say, EDSA, EDSA classes. Do it like this. So we have replace or replace, just replace the first instance of it. So if there is appearing 10 times, replace or replace only one. If it's appearing 50 times, replace all is going to replace all instances where there is appearing. Okay, so you are saying we have made 8 replacements. If you close it and you go here, you will see that expertise across the globe. You see expertise across EDSA classes group. So it will change all instances where we have there. So that is basically what we did. So coming back to our assignment for today. So this is what you have been given. We have this 9th design document, and this is the raw one you'll be given. So you see this. So this is what we are going to work with, and we are supposed to transform this raw file into what we have here. So that is basically what we are going to do. It is very simple. We are going to follow some document, and that is what we are going to use it to do what you have been given. So we have the instruction readily available here. The instruction says you should open this file tab. That is what I have opened here for you. So I'll share this file with you, then you open it now. So when you open the file, the instruction would say you forget about this part, then you move here. That you begin by making the following changes to the Word document that you are basically working with. So to start with, you have to change the document theme to Office. Change the document theme to Office. I remember I told you how to do that, to change a document theme to Office. So in changing the theme to Office, I told you have to go to Design tab. Then you go to Themes. Then you choose which one? Office. I showed you not so long ago, so I don't expect you to forget. The second one, change the document theme color to red violet. Change the theme color for this document to what? Red violet. Now, when you go here, Design tab, we have the theme and we have the theme colors. So this is the colors. See, we have the theme colors. Then you click here and change the theme color to what? Red violet. So we have the red violet. This is red violet. So you are going to change the theme color to what? Red violet. After you are done changing it to red violet, the next thing for you to do is to change the margin to narrow to fit the content to the page. So margin, I showed you where you change the margin. You go to layouts. So let me make this 10. You go to home. If you don't want to experience what I'm experiencing, show ribbon always. So you go to layouts, then margin, then you change it to narrow. Now we have small space around. Now after that, you go there again, and the rule says what? Let me check. All right, I have some time before. Okay, so the next one says make the picture of the seminar participant more eye-catching as follows. So this means you are going to edit the picture that we have over there. So resize the picture to a width of 5. So you basically have to go to the site, select the picture, go to picture format, and make the width to what? 5. Enter. Then you see that now it is a little bit bigger. Once you make it, apply the simple frame black picture style. Black picture style. Immediately select the picture. You see picture style here. So you look for which one is the black picture style. Put it on it. Black picture style. Let's put it on it and see. I think this is not the one that we need. All right, so you have to look for it. So this is the simple frame. You choose the simple frame. Then the next one says where is the, after that you add glow 5 points purple. So you just have to know how they add the glow. So you select the picture format. You probably see picture effects. So the glow is part of the effects. So you put it on it. See, you have 5 points pink access. So they'll probably ask you the one to choose. Right? You just apply the glow to it. You just have to look for the frame they want you to pick. Then the next one says draw attention to the flyer headline. So we are talking about this headline: insurance, sales, career seminar. So this one you have to change the paragraph spacing below to 6 points. Spacing below. So there are so many things I will not be able to teach you, but this assignment will give me the chance to teach you. So the spaces below, select this whole seminar style here. You see, we don't have any space below, but we want some space below. Then you go to paragraphs. Let me show you the rule again. Change the paragraph spacing. So you go to paragraph here. Then you go to, this is what? Spacing, line and border spacing. Then you are saying change it to what? Let me look at it again. Change the below spacing to what? 6 points. So 6 is a lot. Spacing. So go to, this is the, I think the largest one is 3. So you go to line spacing more. So we have 3. You can spacing before. So before you make it 6 here. Okay. Just make it 6 points. Okay. And that is all. You see here. Let's compare it with this one, with the final one. You see there are some spacing here that they have probably added something to it. We will be told what to add later, but you just have to follow it and make it 6. Okay, you see what I did? I went to spacing because it wasn't there. So think spacing below. Yeah, so you make it 6 as they asked us to do. Line and border spacing, you make it 6. So this is basically what you are going to do. I want you to follow the rule as it is here. Try change case, uppercase. I've taught you how to do that. Italize and the rest. So when you meet, we are going to continue from this one. I want you to continue with this. So when you meet, we are going to continue. So I'm going to share this for you. Please make time and watch everything one by one. So when you meet, you are going to fully understand it. So thank you for your time. We'll talk another time.